You see, people that have any like deep imbalance, if you have any issue where the mind can't help you, society can't help you, the greatest scientists and doctors, like, they don't have the answers. They don't really have the answers to much at all. The answers that they think they have, later they find out, oh, I need to modify that a little bit. I don't have the answers. See, nobody has the answers to anything. Not the mind. The mind is a very low level intelligence compared to your intuition. I mean, there's so many things, if you look back in history, like it was proven, that we could never fly in the sky. Only the birds could do that. But yet, we got jets and space shuttles and all kinds of things. They also thought that you couldn't run a mile in less than 4 minutes. Said your lungs would collapse. But yet, what was the first guy that ever broke the 4-minute mark was, I think his name is Roger Bannister. Now what? Now the record's like 3:43 or something. I used to be interested I wanted to beat the record. I broke 6 minutes once. I got 5:57, I remember. And that was so hard, I stopped. I said, you know what, it's impossible. That was impossible now for me. There's no way I could break 4 minutes. But anyway, so when it comes to like mental health imbalances, when there's some imbalance in your mental body, emotional body, that's deep stuff. That's deep stuff that's not tangible. It's not a, like, oh, you cut your hand, they figured out, put some Neosporin or something on there, it will help take the pain away, help grow the tissue back, stimulate the healing process. But this is this is physical. This is much easier to figure out. When we're talking about like emotional, that's energetic. We don't know we can't manipulate with energy yet in a way that we can fix things at an energetic level. We dabble, we try, we speculate, but we're far away from actually being able to do that in a successful, consistent way. Okay? And that's just emotional body. What about mental body? That's even more subtle than energy. Mental, we're talking about thought. How you get to see your mental body. Emotional body, you can see, maybe they have these special cameras, you can see the aura, etc. Okay, they got a little glimpse of the emotional body. Even then, it's a glimpse. But what about the mental body? I don't even know if they know that there's a mental body. What are you gonna do with that? So, intuition, your sixth sense, there's many different synonyms for this. This is beyond. This understands physical, emotional, mental. See, we need to tap into this. Now, why? What am I saying? Why am I saying be aware of your intuition? How's intuition going to help rebalance you? Because it will guide you. Most people use a logical, deductive process of trying to figure things out. They're like, okay, should I get this operation? Okay, what's the pros? What's the cons? Should I take this pill? What are the side effects? Whatever. That's it's a very limited, narrow way of trying to ascertain what you should do. Intuition, it sees the whole picture, but not in a logical, deductive way. It just sees everything, and then via some inner vibration, it may move you in a certain direction. Or you might talk to a doctor or somebody and you feel, I feel good actually with him. You don't know why. It just feels good. You trust him. The universe is saying, just go with this. Don't worry about why. Same with pills, same with anything, therapeutic modalities, etc. So that's, in a nutshell, why I say trust your intuition. It will guide you. Now, it might, see, the mind will say, yeah, okay, let me use intuition. Yeah, okay, intuition. How do I get rid of this intense anxiety or bipolar, whatever. I don't hear nothing. Huh. Doesn't work, Yash. Like, intuition's not telling me. See, we got to be patient. You can't put demands on intuition. You might have to just go through the grind for a while. I don't know how long. Some may say, well, I've already been going through this a few years. I'm making a video next on, you know what, like, we have to accept maybe our life is going to be harder than the average person. You see, that needs to be surrendered to, depending on the how severe your limitations are in the human body. Because obsessing too much about trying to fix something is causing more stress and is going to exacerbate your symptoms more. So trust intuition. There may be, might have to experience something. I can't see the whole picture. Intuition can. I might need to just be with this discomfort and imbalance for a while before maybe something gets revealed on what to do. But if I get too overzealous in my mind about I want to fix it now, then what can happen? You can end up making it worse. You know? You can go, give me a drug to make it all go away. Okay, yeah, that exists. But what about long term? Is that what you want? There might be side effects. Then you have to deal with them, plus your already existing condition still there. It's a tough situation for those who have any kind of chronic health, especially mental health issues. This is the thing, you know, and you need support. You got to let intuition guide you to what can support you. There's different 12-step programs, you know, look into it and see. Try to get a support system that can help you with this, because it can be really trying. And then we can get upset and impatient and end up doing something as a desperate attempt to make it go away, and then it can mess us up. So trust this inner voice, and trust that you have this issue and situation, that there's a higher reason for it. Your intuition will tell you that too. There must be a reason that you've been dealt these cards, otherwise why you've been dealt them, you know? So you got to renew your faith. You know this inside already, but it's like the mind obscures it. It drowns it out with its loud talk, and then those intense emotions and feelings also. I don't want to feel this. This is painful. This sucks. I feel powerless. Why do I got to be like all that stuff? That will end up. It's like our attention goes into that, and then we miss this inner voice of like truth. So I'm trying to steer you back to listen to this inner voice. It's your real self. Your real self isn't suffering. It's this body that this, you can say, real self has incorporated into that's suffering. It's like if you're driving an old car and it starts breaking down and sputtering and everything, you know, it's just breaking down. You're not suffering unless you say, oh, I can't go meet the girl tonight now because, like, you know. But if the car is suffering, you're not really suffering. You're driving the car. It's the same with this. You as consciousness, you're driving this human car. So that's why spiritual practice is good. You can see my other channel, Spiritual Renaissance, for that. We have to know who we are beyond this body. Then intuition belongs in that category. The more we start to transcend the identity with this human form, the more we start to realize that we're something like that's not form. And then intuition's in there. And we start getting downloads and direction from intuition. So this is the main goal. This is the real answer. And then when that happens, when we start to become more aware of that, if there's some external methods or therapeutic modalities that will help assist and repair the car, then we'll be guided to the best mechanic to do that. Because it's both. We can't just deny the support of external things that exists. But I'm saying if you focus only on that, you're not going to be satisfied. We have to have a spiritual practice. And so I invite you to go see Spiritual Renaissance. That's my other spiritual channel. You might like that. And also I do private individual consults for those who feel moved to, if you need something more than just these videos. But hopefully the videos will suffice. All right, that's it for today. I'll talk to you soon.